Hey, fifth grade. I wanted to do a visual representation of what actually happens when we are using the standard algorithm for division. I felt like we jumped into the standard algorithm and I didn't take enough time to show you visually what is happening. So I wanted to do that right now. What we're going to do is take our problem of Shauna's book and how many days it takes her to read 528 pages if she reads 22 pages every day. So what I want you to do is take a moment to try and solve this using the standard algorithm. And I'm going to give you a big hint. The multiples you need to write are 22, 44, 66, and 88. Okay, those are the only multiples you'll need. So go ahead and pause the video and take a few moments to solve this, and then come back and unpause it. Okay, what did you get? Hopefully you got 24. And you subtracted 44. Which gave you 88. Sorry, my drawing isn't very good. I'm using a mouse. And we know that 4 times 22 is 88. And when I subtract 88 from 88, I get 0. Okay, well, with what we've been talking about with division, we know that the dividend is the total. And our quotient, 24, and our divisor, 22, are the parts. And we've also talked about how 528, since it's the total, it's also the product. Because when we multiply to check, our two factors are 24 and 22, or the quotient and the divisor. And if we did everything correctly, we should get the dividend, 528. So I thought to myself, what is something that we can visually see that shows multiplication? I started with multiplication first. And I know that area shows multiplication visually. I'm really sorry. Let me try and use a better box, like one that looks like an actual rectangle, not my wonky rectangle. Here we go. Okay. So if area shows multiplication, I know that if I multiply the length times the width, I would get the area, or the inside. And so according to this, if we multiplied 22 times 24, we would get 528. Now, really quickly, what I'm going to do is I am going to put an HTO chart on my long division. So I'm going to put HTO. Hopefully we all understand that this is the hundreds place value, 500. In my quotient, I had 0 hundreds. In my dividend, I had 2 tens, and in my quotient, I also had 2 tens. And in my dividend, I had 8 ones, and in my quotient, I had 4 ones. This is going to help us out a little bit. Okay, so like I said, if I multiplied 22 times 24, I would get the product 528, or the area. So one way we can look at this is, well, let's pretend like we don't know what this side length is. We only know that if one side length and the inside is 528, that if we divided the inside up, it would give us one side length. What do you mean, Mrs. Wagner? Well, let's see. When we were using the standard algorithm, first we divided up the largest place value, 520. And I knew that 22 went into 520, right? Because this is in the hundreds place and this is in the tens place. So this is really 520. I knew that 22 went into 520 20 times. Do we see how the 2 is in the tens place value? 20 times. So let's go ahead and divide up our 528 into 520 and 8, because that's what we're going to divide up first. So we'll say this area is 520, and this area is 8. It would probably be a lot smaller than that, but work with me here. Okay, so 22 went into 520 20 times. And when we got that, we got an area of 440, right? So I could say that the part of this area that we were able to divide up was 440. And 20 times 22 is 440. So that was the area. Well, then what is left here? How much do we have left? Well, once we took away 440, we had 88 left. So all of this over here is 88. Well, what times 22 would be 88? So I'm going to write this as 80 plus 8 because I already had 8 separated. So the part we had left over was 80. 80 plus 8. So what times 22 would be 88? Well, we know that 4 times 22 is 88. This is 4. And so when we broke up 520, we had 20 groups of 22, and that gave us 440. And what we had left over was 88. And 4 groups of 22 make up 88. So when we talk about how division can be repeated subtraction, we can see that because we are taking away groups and seeing what's left over. We took away a really big group and we saw what was left over. So when I add my two sides together, I see that all together it is 24. Oop, that does not look like a 2. I hope this helped a little bit to see what's actually happening when we divide up. We're taking away larger groups of our divisor to see what's left over. And then taking our leftover groups and dividing them up even more until we have 0 left over.